Hello again. We're going to play around with WordPress this week, so let's take a look online. So there's a WordPress Checkup, one of the last things listed for this week. And in the WordPress Checkup is a list of things that you should already have in your WordPress, and then some things that we're going to add. So you should have an About Me page. You should have a portfolio page. On the portfolio page should be a link to your autobiography and a link to your loan comparison. You should have a menu that displays all your pages. There should be a post about your favorite books, a post about amazing facts, a post about your loan comparison, and your how-to post. Some things that we're going to add are ways to organize your site better. So for posts, you can organize things by putting categories to them. You can also use tags. So we're going to add categories for docs, sheets, forms, and graphics editing, which we're working on this week. And then on your portfolio page, you're going to, let's see, make a link to the published version of your autobiography, if you don't already have it, your loan comparison, and then you're going to add a link to your survey and your report from your group. So most of this, if you were keeping up on things, you've already done. So you're going to get credit, again, for something you already did. If you didn't do this, then you better get your butt in gear and get it done, because these are the things up to here that you should have with a little bit of extra review at the end here. So I just want to take a little bit at WordPress. One thing many people seem to have trouble with is displaying a menu of your pages. And I asked about that a couple of times, and not everybody has fixed it. So let's take a look. So a couple different sites here I'll show you. Here's my friend Bodog's site, who happens to be very fond of squirrels. He's got a menu at the top here with link to his main pages, like his home page that lists recent posts. His About Him page, he doesn't have much to say about himself. He's a cute guy, isn't he? Got a handsome devil. His portfolio, where he has a link to his autobiography, his loan tables, and then over here is he helped out with the Star Wars survey. So here's the analysis, and here's a link to the survey for Bo. And then, you know, he had to have a page just about squirrels, which goes out to Wikipedia. Good job, Bo. All right. Another site here that I played around with. You're going to write about new technology later. So here's an article I reviewed last year about the new Asus ZenBook Flip S when I was thinking I needed the new laptop. Didn't get there, though. Me talking about the difference between a 15-year and a 30-year loan for a $160,000 house. Difference in the payments, difference in the interest, and why I might choose one over the other. But the main things are there's an About Me page, a little bit about you with a picture. Portfolio should have links to your autobiography, and then you should have a link to your spreadsheet, your analysis of the loan, and a link to the spreadsheet. And then now, if you haven't already, you're going to add a link to your survey report and survey here also. All right, so go over to one of my alter egos. Here we go. So some people picked a special theme in their site. Others took whatever the default theme was and didn't do anything with it. So for example, the default theme some of the class ended up getting was 2015. While people were adding accounts, I added a new theme to the system, and some people, it ended up being the default, which I didn't expect to happen, but that's okay. And some people got another theme called 2017. So here's one I've shown before in a video, me messing around with colors on my 2015 themed site. So I'm going to go to another account I have here. So this is my new CS site. The other one was my computer literacy site. And so here I'm going to pick a new theme. You can pick a new theme in a couple of different ways. And you don't have to pick a new theme, by the way, but you do have to make sure you have all the right stuff in it. You can pick a new theme by just clicking the live preview from the theme listing there, and I'll show you what it would look like and all the different things you can configure on your theme. And you can scroll through them and pick a different one. See what it might look like for your site with what you have in it now. Another way that you can go through the themes is if you click on the theme, then it gives you this browsing version. And so you can just kind of jump through them, getting more information in one shot for each theme. And the live preview is available below for each. And if you decide you like it, save and activate, play with the settings. If you don't like it, X, and then you can continue to scroll through. A lot of cool themes here. All right, so I'm going to get out of that. I want to pick the 2017 theme. There it is. And I'm going to do the live preview first. And then I'm going to activate it. OK, so that's now my new theme. So before, I had the plain 2015 theme. So if I refresh this view of my site, I should see now it's got this, hey, this whole new theme. So a whole bunch of you have the same cover image. So one thing I want to do, I want to be a little more distinguished. I want a different cover image. And so a couple things you want to check. Did you give your site a good name? That you can change. So mine's my new CS site. I don't like that. I like Gary's computer stuff 2018. Now, you were supposed to change the tagline on day 1 of this course, and many of you forgot to do that. So if you didn't change the tagline, get in there and do it now. Find some cool name for your tagline. How about my CS Emporium? And I can choose to display the tagline and title or not. I'd like to see them here. The reason you might not want to show them is if you have a logo that has that in it already. So you could add a site logo here. I'm not going to go over doing that. It's something you could play with if you'd like. Header media. That's where this image lives right there. So if you want to put a new image, you can do that. And so I can go to add new. And it's going to say, hey, we suggest that that image be 2,000 pixels by 1,200 pixels. And hopefully you already watched that video I did about playing with basic edits. So I'm going to select a file, since I have nothing in my library. And in my CS120 folder, in the research section, I added a picture I took recently. And so I'm going to add that picture. All right, so if you don't own the picture, then you need to cite who does and where you got it. So this picture is called Sloth in a Tree. It is by me, Gary Parker. So if you took the picture, cite yourself. And I'm going to say this was taken actually in 2016. And so that's going to be my title. I'll talk more about that in a couple of weeks, why I want it in the title. Alt text. You should always have alt text for screen readers. And I'll separate the phrase sloth in a tree. All right. And description is optional, but I would like you to have a title and alternate text. And then it's going to take me to crop, select and crop. Unless your image is already 2,000 by 1,200, it's going to force you to crop it, because that's what the theme is designed for. Oh, isn't he cute? And you decide how you want to crop it. Okay, so you can do anything you want. I think I like the wide version. And I like the upper part. So you decide how you want to do that, and then crop image. And now that is my new image in there. You can put multiple images in there. And I believe what this will do is that you can scroll through multiple ones in the background, if I remember right. But every theme is a little bit different. You can also randomize upload headers. So you can put a whole bunch of images in there. And every time someone comes to your site, there'll be a new image there, which is kind of both cute and annoying, depending on how you use it. So I'm going to save that edit. Another problem I have with this site, let's go back here and then visit it in the new tab. Control click will bring it in a new tab. I know it was already there. I have a problem with this site because there's no links to my pages. Ruh-roh. Like, for example, if I check out Bo's site over here or my other site, there's a link to pages there, which are different from posts. All right, so that's a problem. I got to fix it. So let's go. Let's see, I think I'm on that one. Let's put a new let's see, I don't want a post here, I want a page. All right, we're going to change the sample page to my About Me page. Yes, more about me, and you already have one of these pages. I just made a new site, so it doesn't have pages in it yet. Update, but still a problem. I have this page called About Me, and when I visit my site, there is no way to get to my About Me, right? Not there. There's an anonymous post called Hello World, but there's no page. Trouble. So back here, I need to go to menus, and I need to create a new menu. Let's call it main menu, and hopefully you remember seeing this in the video I did in week 1. Create menu. Once it's created, you can do things like automatically add new top-level pages to this menu. Where do we want it to display? We'll see. Let's put About Me in there for sure. Add to menu. All right, and then save it, and then view it. All right, where does the menu appear on this theme? It does not appear anywhere because I didn't click one of those buttons. Some themes automatically put it in there, others don't. You never know. So I guess I need to have it be in the top. Save. Reload. Oh, there's my About Me. Okay, so if I add another page, so let's leave menu and go to pages. I'm supposed to have a portfolio page, right? Portfolio, and in the portfolio page is your autobiography and your home loan analysis and spreadsheet and your survey and report is not going to get added there. I'll put links to those later. All right, publish that sucker. Now it hopefully got automatically added is what I asked it to do. So if I reload this, oh, automatically added. Wicked cool. All right. So sometimes people have a lot of pages and they want to link to the home page, and most themes let you do that. So if I go back to menus here, we should be able to add a link to the home page. Home, there we go. So we'll add that in here. And that one's first, then About Me, then portfolio. And you can change the order of these just by dragging, oops, and dropping them. Save. So now when I reload, get that in there. Nice. So if I'm on portfolio page, I can quickly get back to the home page. Cool. All right, a couple other things, and then I'm going to shut up. I want to go to, let's see, Pages, Plugins, Users, Tools, Settings. I think I want Posts. There we go. And under Posts, we want Categories. So as you accumulate posts, it's a good way to bring like posts together so people can find them easier. So I'm going to have one for Google Docs. Slug is just like a short phrase without spaces. And it doesn't have a parent. I don't need a description. If it's not obvious from the title, the name of it, what it is, you add a description. But most of these are pretty obvious. 5. Slug drive. Short lookup word. Google Sheets. Slug could be Sheets. Oh. And so on. You just add whatever you want. So I listed a bunch that you should add back here. So you want one for docs, sheets, forms, and graphics editing are the main things we've been playing with so far. So added one more than I needed to. Forms. And what was the last one? Graphics, editing. I could just call graphics. And the point of these is in your posts, you can then assign instead of uncategorize, which is the default, you can assign those. So let me go to a place where I have more stuff. Where are you? There we go. So if you notice that this site over here has categories. So if I go to computer literacy, it'll show all the posts I've made that are related to computer literacy. And it just bundles them together. You want to see posts I've made about Google Sheets. You can see any posts I made about Google Sheets. Only one. Personal stuff. Books I like. Web stuff. Okay, and you can have more than one category. Notice that this appeared under both web stuff and computer literacy. Okay, so a particular post can have multiple categories, which makes, again, things easier to look up for people that go to your site. All right, that's it for now. Have fun. Do good computing stuff. Bye-bye.